ready for liftoff. You are watching Spaceflight Records television.
Lifting off the pad now.
We can see that it is possible to live for long intervals in space at more or less normal living circumstances in a normal living environment. And once we see, as we are doing now in Skylab, that these things are possible, then we can begin to appreciate better all of the things that it is possible to do from this vantage point far above the Earth's surface. And I believe the potential and the implications and the extrapolation of what we now have is really so vast that it takes a man with a very good ability to foresee the future to even guess at the many ways in which it will affect our lives.
What the hell is that? You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, wow.
They were just like everyone else. They dreamed of going to the stars. But unlike everyone else,
What's going on here?
they discovered a way to get there.
You dreamt it, I felt it, and it's our secret. It's pretty neat, huh?
Then, they took it one step further.
I christened the Thunder Road.
And it worked.
Look how fast we're going. I bet we could go anywhere. Do you realize what it means?
Now, they're about to find out just how far it can go.
Let's face it, somebody's calling us.
Let's go.
All around the world.
Did you see what I saw?
Roll is on in play.
They're here.
All around the world. Rock and roll is on in play. You can hear those jukebox jumping all night and all through the day.
Explorers.
We come in peace.
The adventure begins in your own backyard.
Well, in my left hand, I have a feather. In my right hand, a hammer. And I guess one of the reasons we got here today was because of a gentleman named Galileo a long time ago who made a rather significant discovery about falling objects in gravity fields. And we thought that where would be a better place to confirm his findings than on the moon. And so we thought we'd try it here for you. The feather happens to be appropriately a falcon feather for our falcon. And I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that?
A brief history of PG-13. In 1984, the Motion Picture Association of America introduced its first content rating since its G, PG, R, and X classification system replaced the Hays Code in 1968. The PG-13 rating appeared after a summer in which the grisly imagery of two films prompted debate. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom drew heat for a feast that found Indy and his companions eating such delicacies as eyeball soup and monkey brains, and of course, the infamous scene in which the priest of an Indian cult removes a man's still-beating heart. Gremlins attracted criticism for the cartoonish violence and mayhem of its titular beasties, including one memorable scene in which gremlins meet grim fates inside a food processor and a microwave. Both were rated PG. The PG-13 rating was meant to correct that perceived problem, but ran into its own problems from the start. The first PG-13 film, John Milius's Red Dawn, was quickly condemned as the most violent movie ever made, setting a pattern the rating would follow through today. Filmmakers could get away with a lot of violence in a PG-13 movie, but little in the way of sex or profanity. Brief nudity, once glimpsed in PG-13 and even PG movies, is now largely verboten. Gay content can get films like Love is Strange an R rating simply by depicting affection between gay characters. Then there's the unwritten 2 f***s rule. One use of the F word will keep you safely in the PG-13 realm. 2 f***s and it's an R. For evidence, look no further than the inoffensive Irish musical Once, which f***ed its way into an R. The PG-13 rating has failed in part because so many PG-13 movies have succeeded financially. That gives filmmakers an incentive to tone down violence and frightening content in action and horror films in order to secure a softer rating. Yet, since it remains the key to reaching a wider audience, the PG-13 rating shows no signs of going away. It now represents the insidious idea that filmmakers working above a certain budget level can no longer decide who their films are for, which is far more damaging than any number of F-bombs.
Champagne for the ladies in the air, vibration, my amplifier boom. Yeah, out here on my last $2, my top still dropping for you. Champagne for the ladies in the air, vibration, my amplifier. fire boom. Yeah, out here on my last $2, my time still driving me. In her mind, she hasn't done any work yet. She's just made a case to why her point is valid. Rest in power. Jordan 2 Virgil hang from the rafter. Nobody after. Black permanent mark on all her. My fashion baby. Blade chopping, bumping, blueprint 2 till death do us part. Bonnie and Clyde, me and my lady. 8th grade legend Dwayne Pearl, but she paid me no attention through her purple lenses. The ball, baby. Pushing the Acura back and forth. My transmission was trying to play me. We pray for Rockefeller change from that tooth fairy. How the story can flip like reversible Burberry. My day one, even when that contract hit, I struck out. But can't nobody mess with us when I pitch. Nas bumping from inside of the whip. How could we miss? We studied this hill. Now it's time to muddy the wrist. With the house on the hill, tell them Debo to break. Yeah, champagne for the ladies in the hands. Vibration, my amplifier boom. Yeah, out here on my last $2, my time still driving me. Champagne for the ladies in the hands. Vibration, my amplifier boom. Yeah, out here on my last $2, my time still driving for you.
Prize trips with golf courses in the distance. I'm just trying to work on my persistence. At first you told me no, so I let it go with the quickness. But you had me running back every 6 months like the dentist. I took you rock climbing, anything to pique your interest. We even did that little thing I saw you like on Pinterest. The late night cardio, yeah, that was like fitness. And I never took a break, I was clocked in until you finished. Got the LLC. Everything you do, my business. It's the home run derby. It don't look pretty, it's for distance. Promiscuous dates, hot grass and fried chicken. We just trying to move up while staying true to our religion. Everything you did before we met has all been forgiven. Just don't let me catch him out doing auditions. If they say break a leg, I might just get to tripping. Judge gonna give me 33 years like Scottie Pippen. That was too easy. Thank you.